Good afternoon, students. Today I am going to take the unit number 5 in Introduction to Data Science subject. So, the topic name of the first topic is graphs and the charts. It's very important, and this is a easy unit also because most of the diagrams and all different types of graphs and charts only will be there, and that is important question also. Easily you can crack a full mark in this question. Okay, before go to different types of the chart and graph, first we will discuss the introduction about that, and after that we can enter into the detailed study. Okay, so this is that charts and the graph. So chart and the graph, the important word what they given in the book is a visualization tool. What is visualization tool? From we can see from our eyes, we can easily understand. Okay, whenever we are going to the national highway road, so in that they will keep some arrows, some symbols and all. Okay, even though they can't able to read or study that language, with the help of that symbol they can easily identify either left side or right side or any bend is coming, that and all easily identify. That is the reason this graphs and chart they mention the word that is a visualization tool. Okay, from that they can easily identify. Okay, where this chart and this is using is, so mainly doing the business. Okay, while doing the business they want to conduct a meeting. Suppose a marketing manager is there, so the marketing manager want to conduct a meeting with their employees who's working down of him. Saturday he want to conduct a meeting. In that meeting, so the hundreds of PPT or a lot of Word documents won't be discussed on that. They will open one graph or a chart, and that one it is clearly telling what is the profit, what is the loss, where they are lacking, where they want to improve. Everything they will analyze from that graphs. Okay, that is a, we can tell another word for this, and it's a decision making tool especially. Okay, so this graph is playing a major role in our data science also. Whenever we are going for this R lab, when you are going, so there also you can put some graphs also. Okay, this is that introduction about this one, and now we can go the different types of the graphs. Okay, so graph is a, already I told, is a data visualization tool, and this graph contain some components. What are all the key components of the graph? Okay, so normally what will be there? So x-axis will be there and the y-axis will be there. So what are all the inputs we are going to give in the x-axis and the y-axis? What is the value? Suppose we are giving in the form of like a 2, 4, 6, 8 range, or 50s, 100, like that also we can give. So this x-axis and y-axis is the very important, and for each graph compulsory the title will be there for the graph. Then only we know that graph is for which purpose, maybe the profit of the year of 24-25 of the concerned company, or the result of the students of the specific subject. So the title is very important for the graph, and then x-axis information and the y-axis information. And after that we have to mention we are going to use which type of graph. Okay, so for that we have some different types of graphs are given here. So the types of the graphs are, so this we can tell, first one is a pie chart, next is a bar chart, and a histogram, box plot, line graph, and a scatter plot. So these are all the things only given in our syllabus. So regard all these things, we can go in a detailed manner one by one, and you must go with the scale pencil for this exam. Compulsory this question will be available, and for this question you must draw this diagram with the scale pencil, then only you will get a good mark. And try to write what are all the information about that graph, and after that please try to take one example, real life example. Many are there, it's not necessary only the book example. You can take lot of real example. For that example you have to put a graph. Okay, when you write like this only, you will get a good mark. So now we can go, our first chart is called as a pie chart. Okay, this pie chart is the first one they given here. The pie chart, how it will be look? So see, I'll show the diagram of the pie chart, how the pie chart is looking. So pie chart will be in the shape of this round shape. Okay, how the pie chart will be look? Pie chart will be look in the form of round shape. Okay, here they divided into some different parts. So that is called as a, what is the technical word they are using? Is a slice. Okay, they divided into these many parts, it's called as a slice. Okay, so whenever we are grouping all these different percentage, this 21 percentage, this 4 or whatever it may be, whenever we are combine all these things, mostly we will get the value of 100 percentage. The 100 percentage only will be splitted into these many things. So if you go to take survey, okay, if you are going to take survey, after completion of the survey, about what? The students who study average, the students who study excellent, the students who study moderate, like that some survey. Or sometime your product has been launched, your new car has been launched in the market. So for that they are taking the customer feedback. So for that customer feedback, they will get a very good or excellent or some feedbacks they are giving. After collected all these things, now I create one box. For that box I given the value. So good is 45 or excellent is some 20, like that we are giving. After that the chart has been created automatically. No need to go for a big complicated thing. You can use the Excel sheet or the or related tools also. Automatically the graph will be generated. Okay, so and number of example here they given at the election votes. Okay, at the time of election result, whenever if you observe the television news, that time they put some graphs and all. Okay, so we can easily understand which party belongs, how much number of votes they got, or how much number of MLA seats they got, like that. This pie chart is playing the major role at the time of election of votes. And monthly sales information also, we can get a clear information while using this pie chart. Okay, and next is we can go for a bar chart. Okay, so this bar chart is going to compare the two different values. Okay, so what is bar chart? It is going to compare the two different values here. Example, comparing the sales. Okay, so comparing the sales before and after. So what is this before and after? Before somewhat it is not that much sale, so they try to follow some tactics to reach the customer that project. So after some tactics, now they are going to check their profit. What is, how many number of people are purchased that project, that product. So finally, some before it is of some 5,000 members has purchased that project. Now the same one has been taken by some 200 members. So this is a comparison. So they are comparing the values. For that they can go to the concept called as a bar chart. Either it's identify the category is a bigger level or it is a smaller level. Okay, so this bar chart here, I just show one example. This is a bar chart. Here they are taken as a in the form of percentage. Okay, percentage. So for the year of 2016 to 2021, as a taken the different type of years in the x-axis. In the y-axis they taken the range from 10 20. As I already told at the time of introduction, the x-axis y-axis value of our own wish based on the work. See here it is showing in the form of percentage. Okay, so this will tell the clear information about the product. The 80% has been sold in the year of 2016. The same product in the year of 2017 has reduced to 56. After some time it went to 60, then it went to 30, finally 48, like this. So yearly it is of going somewhat down. That we can easily identify with the help of the bar chart. Okay, and Next, see the same bar chart with different comparison. First, single we discuss as in the form of percentage, and the next is see in the same graph with the different colors. Okay, we are going for the comparisons. Suppose if you want, you can fix some target number. Maybe the target of the thing is maybe of 2000 customers has to be of target, but what is the x-axis you are getting? Maybe 100, 300, 400, like that. You can go for the whether you reach the specific target or not. For that you can go for the bar chart with the comparison. Whenever if you go this MS Office, for this bar chart option, lot of different types of varieties of bar charts are available with the different shapes, so we can use which one we want. Okay, and next is a box plot. So it spread the variability of data. So what is this box plot? It is spread the variability of the data, and example for this one is the test score of the students. Okay, all the students won't get the same mark. The students mark will be of different. Okay, that is the reason the variability of the data, this chart has been used, box plot. Okay, and next is, see here what is the concept they used here. The concept they used here is, they used the concept called as a they divide into 25, 50, 75, 100. What is the concept? They used is in the form of the quartile base. So that they are telling the word is Q1, Q2, Q3 and the Q4. 25, 50, 75, 100, like that they divided here. So here what are all the lines they are using in this chart? They will tell the technical word is called as a whiskers. Okay, so that is a main thing of this chart, and here I taken the example for this. So see here, so this chart will be of outer layer, and the two outer layers will be there, and next maximum will be there, minimum will be there, and after that we have the upper quartile, lower quartile and the median will be there. So what and all will be available here? Out layer to out layer, that means out of range they kept, and they kept the minimum and they kept the maximum, and after that they kept the upper and the lower, middle, median will be there. Okay, so this is a thing we are, for to identify this we are using this. And next is a histogram. Histogram already we studied in unit number 2 with a very detailed study. It almost contains some 6 varieties of histogram. Okay, so in that we discussed this left to right, right to left, top to bottom, bottom to up. Like that we studied different types of histogram. Even in your mid one also that question came. I think you all are written very well. Okay, so here also again whenever it come different types, this histogram also they are added here. So it is a distribution among the intervals. What is the word they are using here? The numbers are distributed in the form of some interval base, that means some gaps here. So the students who got the certain grade range, okay, to identify students grade, okay, some grade information we can go for this interval 1. Okay, so this is the different parts of the histogram. So what and all has to be there in the histogram? First see here, so title has to be there. Okay, it is belongs for which one, and after that what are all the bars you are using, that you have to mention. And legends means the score or a value or the number what is giving for this, and horizontal x-axis information and the y-axis information. These are all the informations has to be available in the histogram. Okay, so this is a histogram, and this histogram will be of different types will be available. Okay, next is a line graph. So this is also one of the type called as a line graph. This line graph will be of trends over time. Based on the trend or based on the time, this will be keep on change. It is not a static one. Okay, so here what happened? Suppose they want to show any of the progress. For that, suppose monthly temperature. Okay, So the temperature is not a static one. Okay, it will be keep on change. If you want to go for to identify the temperature related information or temperature related any graph you want to put, means you can go for this line graph. And here it is, see here I use one example. This is a 6-month sale report and forecast. See this line graph is, it is started with a percent of 30 and it went up, again down, maintain same, again up, again it become down. So the 6-month sales report information, if I want to see, or I want to see the temperature related information of specific area, for that and all I can go for this line graph. It is a single line graphs available now, and if you want you can go for the multiple lines, that means more than one line concept also you can for this graph. Okay, and the next is that too for the month of October to March. Next is a scatter plot. It shows the relationship between the two variables. So relationship between the two variable, if you want to identify, we can go for this scatter chart. So hours of study of the student. So that is a example taken here. When I told starting how much, if you written the concept about that graph, always you have to go for one example. For that example, one graph compulsory need. So what is the example I taken? The studied for the better grade. That is the example I taken here. And if we observe for this one, I taken this. So this is a one example. So ice cream sales was temperature. Okay, wow. So what happened? In this is a temperature information and how much the ice creams has been sold, that I given. So if it is of cool climate, we can't able to more prefer on ice cream. Summer time we can prefer more on ice cream. So that is the reason they mention here. See, sales information will be of started from dollar of 215. See, highest is dollar of 522 or more than highest, that is dollar of 614. So we are taking the comparison. What we are comparing here? The temperature and the price, how much of the ice cream has been sold. So this is one of the things. So for this scatter plot, after we find the table, now we are, it is put a graph. This is a graph for that scatter plot. So what is the amount has been sold and the temperature has been given here in the x-axis, and in the y-axis the sales of amount of the money has been given here, and what are all the values we got. It is a scattered. So the dot will be off here and there, here and there. It is not a straight. So this is one of the types. So today we just discuss the topic called as a graph. Is a graph and chart is a visualization tool, and after that with this graph and chart we are going to analyze our business information. That's all.